Hello and welcome back. So this is somewhat of a different video. Today I kind of wanted to showcase another game that is in alpha that I honestly truly do love. Not because it's a great game, not because it's a game that's particularly refined, but a game that's going to be coming a long way. Now what this is BeamNg.Drive, and this is not exactly a racing game. This is not exactly a sim game. This is basically a sandbox game. Don't mind any of the tearing that you sometimes see, maybe some of the lag or anything like that. This is in alpha. This is not even in beta yet. But anyways, going along with the fact that this game, well, oh, for some reason that's now doing park. Okay. Well, this is a game that's meant as a sandbox simulator, physics simulator and all that, and damage modeling. And basically, you can do pretty much anything with it. Right now in alpha, they're only doing cars. I've already seen mods for aircraft. I've already seen mods for many other things. But it's really a physics model, and it does quite well. It needs a few adjustments here and there. But what I really like about it is, well, it's pretty limitless in its design and how open the source code is for all of it, how well it's done for it. So anyways, what I'm kind of showing, this is kind of very spur of the moment video, as you guys can kind of see. I want to show off something a little bit different. This is a game that I'm going to be probably getting into pretty heavily. Now, one thing I really want to showcase, which is my absolute favorite part about this, is, well, how the game really operates, what you can and can't do. Now, if I go to over here, Drive, there's scenarios and free roam, which I will explain after. But basically, you have a list of vehicles, and yes, some of them aren't vehicles. You can place objects and things like that. There's a lot you can do. You can create objects to create worlds and things like that in different events, but that's another thing. But you actually have different cars and different versions of these cars. Now, this is not as far as it goes, either. You can do a little bit more than just replace a car. Now, right now, all the engine sounds are the same. That's something that is going to change. However, you can modify the vehicle. You could take apart anything. So you can change the front bumper. You can get rid of it. You can get rid of anything, and every different aspect of the vehicle is modeled. And that is actually a very important fact because of the damage modeling system. So, for instance, if I just go into a tree, it was kind of a slow impact, but it actually does bend the model. Now, the reason... Oh, just broke the back bumper. It's relatively realistic how it does it. And here's the crazy part. Is right now this is working a little funky, but essentially you can see exactly everything that is happening with these vehicles. So for instance, the stresses that are on everything. So you actually get moving around. See that changed? And it models a lot of aspects around these cars. It's not exactly a simple thing. So that's one thing I really like about it, is the fact that how detailed it is. Granted, right now I know it looks a little grainy here and there. I know the sounds aren't the best. The tire sounds are kind of cheesy. But you can already see that from the way the graphics perspective is, it's not half bad. This is definitely, obviously, a lower budget development game than most other games. However, this is also going to be a game that's going to take a while. And by the way, drifting in this game, when you get it right, it's quite glorious. Oh yeah. Into third. Give it a little brake. Come on, a little counter steer. Oh, look at that. Oh, too much. What this game also offers, because you can take apart these things, because it's so open, this game does support mods. Now, this is something, I'm going to do a separate mod videos and mod series on this game. The ones that I find interesting, one is a B-25 and a few other things. I overheard from a couple people that might be some tanks and things like that, which you guys know I like tanks and whatnot. But it doesn't just stop there. You can add boats, you can add aircraft, you can add anything, you can add helicopters. Think of, what I really want to think of this as Kerbal Space without it necessarily having any specific purpose. That's what I love about Kerbal Space. There's so many fantastic mods for it, and a lot of fun you can have with it. You do have a purpose. This is on the smaller scale in terms of modding, in terms of being able to do whatever you want. But what I like is this is damage-based and it's more physics-based, more simulation, which is kind of nuts. And, wow, the parking brake on this thing is terrible. Oh, is this a gas station? Oh god, these tires have no grip. Can I do like, oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. Because, yeah, I've been looking for a racing sim considering, I'll be honest, I'm not going to catch a lot of flack for this. I bought Assetto Corsa for a while. It just didn't feel right. This game, granted, it does have a few things here and there, but what I like is you can feel the grip go out of the car. Granted, I'm using an Xbox controller, mind you. You can see the weight transfer. You can see what the tires are doing. You can see what everything's doing. And I'm the kind of person that like a lot of info. I like my physics simulators to be pretty damn good. And I really like how this does it. It's a simple... Oh, God! I think it'll buff out. I think we're fine. But I just really like how this game does it. And while this doesn't really stop here, you see. There's far more to this game than you think. And what I mean is, well, who the hell needs gravity? I could adjust gravity any way I want it. And let me tell you, this makes it for some fun things, considering it's really hard to drive if you have basically no gravity. And then you could just set it back to Earth gravity and you'll... You set it on moon gravity. It has a lot of really cool presets. Get myself out. And it does actually model the gravity correctly. It's pretty accurate with it too. You can go to 0 gravity. You can go with the gravity beyond Venus. And here's the fun part. It's the sun. That's right, you aren't moving anywhere. But you can add gravity so that, for instance, what happens if you're doing a track and you need a little bit more grip? And I can't move it negative 25. Can I move it like negative 17? And now this thing just stays planted. I can still drift. And what I like about this opens up for if you're actually playing a game. And you want to have some customization. You want to make some options. You want to do some things. If you want to film things and create things. It leaves you a lot of room. And here's also the cool thing too. Simulation speed. You can actually slow this game down to frame by frame. Or speed it up and do it real time. Which, honestly, 100 times slower than real time, yeah, that's pretty epic. But to say it would stop there, well, it kind of doesn't. Because the examples going even further, you can even add more. You can add applications that tell you everything. Your torque curves, your wheels, your weight distribution, your tachometer, different versions of everything. Any information you would want to know about the vehicle you are driving. And there I go. And I have a steering indicator. Which is, honestly, I kind of like that. That really helps if you're going to be someone that really likes to get into drifting. Oh, I need to take off my parking brake. Oh yeah, and the lights do work, and you got... Oh, God. Oh, they must have reset the controls for my control. Huh, they do resets now. Huh, interesting. Anyways, yeah, I'm kind of winging this one. But anyways, you also... Yeah, there's the controls tab. Which you can adjust all your controls and everything. For a while, you couldn't. For instance, my input device, I can kind of check all my controls and whatnot, see how those are all working. What I like, too, is the options menu. It's a fairly comprehensive options menu in terms of the graphics and whatnot. You can change your different color in your system, whatnot. Audio, which is something that's actually new. This has not been in here before. That must have been the recent update. Now, there's also photo mode, which is new. There's a feedback option. There's debug options. And well, the list is so not even full here, because I remember way back there used to be even more options you could do to some things. So, what I want to show now, which this is probably one of my favorite things, the new scenarios. Now, there's going to be a whole campaign on how to unlock cars and vehicles and things, but sometimes that's just not enough. Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of fun. And I will do something I have done before, which gives you an idea. I'll do something I haven't done before. Because, well, it's interesting. This one is probably my favorite. This one is hard as hell. And you'll see why. I really love the scenarios. I think this is what's really going to make the game absolutely awesome. So, here's the goal. Which, by the way, I'm in like an off-road. It's like a Land Rover or something like that. And I need to check my environment. Gravity's 9.8. Nice, those. Okay, just look, the suspension was collapsed. Also, something else I forgot to mention too. The time scale can change. Time of day. The actual time you can set it as. You can change it. The wind speeds you can change. The cloud cover. The fog density. It's absolutely nuts. And depending on the different maps, obviously, you can change these things. But anyways. So. Oh, first of all, is this thing a manual? I want manual. So, when I said this was going to be difficult, I wasn't kidding. We got to get to there, that little spot. And, well, now we're committed. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, we might be able to make it. Oh, God, that's going to hurt. Guys, I don't think we're making it. I think we're fine. It's just a scratch. We're fine. It's okay. We're fine. Well, the engine still works. It's just whether... No, I think the engine's done. Okay, so we could try again, but you know what? Let's switch up the vehicle. Yeah, I know you guys are probably looking at me like, yeah, we're not going to make it down. No, I've made it down before. I've made it down once. In like the 9 times I've tried this. Switch to... I'll go with manual on that clutch. This is the thing, though. This is like, once you get going, you're committed. And see, now we're already going, and I can't stop. I wish they had made this slightly less steep, because now that I'm looking at it... Like, really. Like, how am I supposed to do anything about it? Like, there's no way to... There's no way to survive that. And the reason... The one time I did complete it, I will admit, I totally took, like, the longest way around you can possibly take to get there. You know, I never drove the off-road van. Oh, I totally... Yeah, by the way. That's another way you can kind of cheat the game, is you can just, spawn a new vehicle. But even then, this will be no easy task. Oh, God, I've already... This is such rough terrain. Holy hell. Like, as you can see from, like, the driver's view. Oh, God. Oh, God. What's happening? Put the parking brake on. Ugh. What's crazy is the damage is modeled. Like, we're actually kind of destroying this thing. Oh, God. I'm trying to turn left. This thing can take some bumps. Jesus. Damn, this thing's like... What I really hope for in the future is that you can adjust the strength of different structural elements. So I want to make a vehicle that, suspension-wise, is really strong. And maybe has a decently strong engine. But let the body just completely fall apart. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't actually made it this far going this way yet. Ooh! Oh, there's the finish. Oh, God, not paying attention. I want to check and see what's actually happening with the front. Like, how bad. All the broken struts are in red. Broken only. The stresses. I will say, looking at a lot of the information in this game, it can actually slow down. Even my PC, which is quite a powerful PC. Yet again, this game's an alpha. It's not quite optimized. I assume this game is only running on a couple cores. It's not exactly running on everything. And the reason I didn't complete it was because, well, I spawned in a new vehicle. But basically, it gives you guys an idea of what this game offers. And, well, hopefully what it'll offer in the future. Because this game has so much to offer, considering the quite honest fact is that there really is no limit. That's why Minecraft is such a great game. That's why everybody loves it. It's because there is really no limit to it. They said very hard. Okay, guys, this is happening. I have not done this one. I have no clue what I'm doing. We're going to have some fun with it. It takes a little bit to load sometimes. I probably should load it on my SSD, but I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, this little car's fast. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, God! I think we fucked up. I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, this is basically what the process of playing this game is in terms of, like, the scenarios. Holy hell, this little car is fast. Doing, like, 60. God, this thing moves. What is under the hood? God damn. Hitting almost 70. Fuck. Well then, James. I am such shit. Turning my lights on, turning the high beams on might help me. This game feels better. There was a minor update before I started recording. And it seems to be running slightly more smoothly. When the game first came out, on higher settings, I had issues getting over. Fucking hell. God damn it. Okay, guys, I am determined to beat this. I will not be defeated by some stupid level. Oh, and I know why it's really fast, because it's an automatic, and I'm not paying attention about the gears. Holy hell, that's some rear end drift right there. Oh God, I lost all my speed. Fucking hell, come on! Okay, guys, I am going to do this. I said this one was very hard, and they weren't kidding. Oh, how fast do you have to be going? What is this bullshit? Arcade automatic, manual automatic clutch? Okay, probably for that one. All I'm going to need is third gear. Finally, I freaking made it. Where am I going? Oh. Fuck. There's no way this thing will still move. How am I supposed to do this? Alright, guys. I think I got it. I know what I'm doing. First of all, the manual's a lot better. They could be doing like 75 miles an hour. You're kidding. So you have to switch into fourth. There's no other way around it. You can't avoid that. You have to switch into fourth. Fair enough. I have to do 2 laps of this thing? Yeah, okay. Oh, a little too wide there. I should be doing a lot faster. I was doing 72! And I still can't make it. Oh my god, when they said this was very hard. I'm kidding, I made the jump once. You have to hit all these turns perfectly. $74, thank you. Holy hell. Alright, alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna... Fuck it. You know, god damn it. I think that, like, perfectly sums up BeamNg. Like, I still have a lot of fun with this. Don't get me wrong. This is a game I absolutely adore. I don't really ever get tired of it because there's always something else you can do. But some of these scenarios, like this game is so frustrating because you make one screw up and because it's real physics, your car is done. Like if you totally mess up and you just totally like roll it like that, you can just totally put yourself... Actually, can I somehow? Did this really kill the motor? What am I, like, just scooting around? I don't even know what car I'm using. You know, I wonder if I switch the car. Like, I wonder if I can even switch the car. Can I not switch it? Okay. That's what I wonder. No, I don't want to go drive. I want to go to vehicles. Whatever that's fast. This thing has a rally version. That I might use instead.
User joined your channel.
Hello?
When did you sneak in here?
What?
When did you sneak in?
About a half hour to go to record a video.
Who?
Still recording, but I don't mind if you pop in. I'm just doing a quick spotlight onto BeamNg.Drive and fucking hell. Oh
I was about to ask you, what is that? I saw you playing that. What is that?
It's a racing physics simulator thing. And it's the first time I'm spotlighting on the channel. It's in alpha. I pledged like 25 bucks about 6 months ago, and I really like it. But because it's simulation about everything, whether the physics and the cars and everything, it's a hard game. Oh my fucking god.
You using a wheel or what?
I use the Xbox controller, which it works really well with in this game.
Sure.
I totally recommend it. I don't recommend the wheel because I've seen people try it and they have current compatibility issues and a few other things, sensitivity issues. Because on the wheel right now, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio because it's meant to be used for controllers and for keyboard. They don't have that done yet. This is still an alpha. So,
that's cool.
But
are they going for like the iRace kind of thing?
No, this is a sandbox game. It's
Nice.
racing right now, but you can put in aircraft, you can put in boats, you can put in everything. There's already people that have put B-25s into this game. And B-17s and shit. All it is really is the physics engine. But right now it's mostly used for racing and cars. And it works really well for it. Finally made it! Oh my god! And this is honestly a really intense game because the speed is modeled accurately. You know how in a lot of racing games, the speed is dumbed down?
Yeah, it just doesn't feel fast.
Yeah, no, this game, when you're doing 60 miles an hour on the roads, you feel like you're doing 60 miles an hour, and it can be quite terrifying. Like, especially this next corner. Oh, man. Oh, God. I don't know if I'm going fast enough. Oh! Ugh. I've been defeated. Oh, poor little Subaru. We're at the bottom of the ocean now. But anyways, I just kind of really wanted to spotlight BeamNg.Drive. Now, I will say to people, it is currently on early access on Steam. For a long time, it was just only available on their website. I will emphasize, this is still early alpha. This game's still probably well over a year out. But I will say, even in alpha, even with it, sometimes it can piss you off. Honestly, I will say I have only ever had one crash while running this game. It is very stable, even
Cool.
for an alpha. I will say that the physics modeling is quite excellent. I wish on some of the vehicles it was a little bit more detailed, but yet again, this is an alpha. You can't exactly go wishing for
Yeah,
everything.
it's still early, exactly, because I've experienced similar things with naval action. It's very, very early still in a lot of ways, so.
You have to keep an open mind about the fact that, oh my
Yep.
fucking god, about their early alphas, and I really love how a lot of games are doing that, because it's an advantage to everybody, because you can have all these people contribute to these games and voice their
Yep.
opinions, and they can
Early,
also get people to test them and spend some time with them and make sure all the features are going to work.
yeah, it
That
gives them a
was,
larger,
yeah,
sort of like QA pool.
exactly, that was my problem with the launch of GTA 5, was the fact that they never had any beta testing, or any big beta testers, and the issue was when GTA 5 launched, they had to cut GTA Online because it overloaded the system because they never did any stress testing. And nowadays, that'll kill a game. The only reason GTA is still being played by people is because it's a good freaking game. But
Right.
for instance, when you had the launch of Battlefield 4, a lot of people got disheartened because the launch of it was terrible. Because their stress
Yeah, I
testing
heard,
was crap, they never stress tested it.
what
And
other thing was Diablo 3 broke on launch
oh,
too.
Diablo 3 was broken for like 4 months. So it, I really like how they're doing this. I really say that if you're a fan of racing games, I've been a fan of racing games, God, since I got the game Scream back in like '99 and 2000. I've been really into this stuff. For anybody
I
that
like
doesn't,
racing, but I've always tended to lean towards the more simulator-y, like, I
yeah,
guess the earlier ones in the earliest consoles would have been, I guess the first one was probably Dreamcast, Sega GT,
Sega
and then they
GT was
got
fun.
better from there on, like
Um,
whatever PlayStation
what
has.
was the called something project on Xbox?
Oh, Project Gotham
Project
Racing.
Gotham Racing. That was
And
another.
see,
It was
really
more.
good, but unlike the other ones, no modifications. You run
Well,
stock
that's
supercars,
see,
which was
that's
kind of an
been my
interesting.
issue.
Yeah.
Is as much as I love Assetto Corsa and as much as I love Project Cars, they don't have the modification that Forza does. And
And
this is
see,
a
that's what I like
game,
with Forza and/or what's the
yeah,
PlayStation one?
Gran Turismo. But
Yeah,
Gran
Gran
Turismo
Turismo's
doesn't even
a
have as
lot of
much customization. Forza is the king of the balance right now. Forza has won in terms of balancing the sim aspect of racing, the hardcore racing, and the customization, the customability. Here's what I love about BeamNg that a lot of people I don't think have realized yet, is because you can tweak with all these options, you can have mods to change the physics into a racing simulator, and you can still mod all your cars. I can literally take body panels off and repaint them. I can swap out engines and do things. Give this game, when it fully comes out and you have full modding support for it, you will be able to mod cars together, you'll be able to swap out engines, swap out tires, swap everything. What I've already seen is I've seen people try and post, and there's possible that they might be having like car designing programs in this thing and car engineering programs, where essentially you can basically build your own cars and then test them in the physics environment. And
Sounds kind of cool.
that would really make this game absolutely fantastic, considering this would be the first game that not only can you build cars and you can test them, but you can test them in a proper sim environment. And granted, is this game going to be as good of a sim racer as other games? No, to be honest with you, because the physics model is so flexible, that's something you do have to give up, is you are going to give up the strict nature of a racing sim game. However, if this game is 85 to 90% realistic, then this will be wow, that was a hell of a crash. This game will be well worth playing. So, to sum it up, I will say that this is kind of a game, if you buy in right now, I think it's like 20, 30 bucks. If you buy in right now, you are paying to hopefully see a game grow and expand. And I will tell you, in the last 6 months, 5 months that I've been in it, this game has become leaps and bounds. Back 6 months ago, I would be lucky to get 30 frames on this game, and I would be lucky to be able to switch cars without crashing it. It drove me nuts. But the concept is fantastic, and I really hope they go far with this, because this can be a game, finally, for PC, that, granted, the graphically, it doesn't look the best, but that's not what this game's going for. It's going for the fun factor, it's going for the simulation factor, and it's going for some customization. So, this thing checks off all the boxes, and for someone like me, that's what really matters. But anyways, let me know how you feel about this game. Let me know if you want to buy into the beta, if you want to buy into anything. Let me
Do
know
we know
if
what the targeted price point's going to be, or have they
what
figured that?
it's going to be, from what I've heard, there's two different things. Either A, on release next year, it might be like, basically, you know how some games do a full release but it's still in beta kind of thing? They might do a $30 release. But the prevailing theory I've heard is it's going to be a $60 game when it comes out in about a year. Now, I know a year is a long time, but if you pay now, I paid like $15 for the game or $20 for the game, and I pledged an extra like $5-10. And I believe you can still do that. And the reason I say to do that is I am one of the people, I am going to get all of the future content for this game, which
Cool.
whatever what they do. And
Those are
that's a
some
big deal.
motivations for doing early, because it's kind of like Star Citizen. The main motivation is to save money, because the game later will be whatever, $50-60 if you do it now. It's what, 30, 85, 40.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's what you get down the road, it's what you get from it, what the developers make and whatnot. So if you're into this kind of thing, and if you're sick of playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit like I am, or sick of Assetto Corsa, which I know some racing sim fans out there are going to want to shoot me, but I got sick of it and I ended up getting rid of it. This is a game that's worth playing, and most of all, it's fun. And I know that sounds weird, but I think in a lot of racing sims, they become so serious, and I love serious games. I never get to laugh that much. Like, occasionally I laugh if I end up passing one of the computer AI because they don't understand how to drive and hit an apex, or I laugh because one of them tries to make a stupid pit stop and they shove me over. But you're not laughing. To me, I never really laugh as much as I'm enjoying it. This is a game I'm laughing because I'm having fun. The sense of speed is correct, which is huge for me, because I'm sick of games that if I'm traveling 80 miles an hour, I feel like I'm doing 40. I'm GTA 5. I'm looking at you. That's getting annoying really fast.
Well, and plus, for those who haven't done it yet, or haven't done beta and or alpha participation before, it's an opportunity to actually participate in the development process and see, how that's actually kind of done. If you have interested,
your voice is heard, and this is coming from someone like me, who I'm a relative nobody, that I have made contributions on the forums, whether it be through Steam and on their official forums. I way back was asking for movable UI and a bunch of other options, and then a few months later ended up coming in. Now, am I the only one responsible for that? Absolutely not, but we all get to pitch in. And very often, a lot of us agree on the same stuff. A lot of people are going to agree that this needs to be fixed, or this needs to be fixed, or this needs to be added. And it's worth it. I think it's really worth it. If you're the kind of person that you're really active in your sim games, if you are the kind of person that you really want to take in helping into the game develop, this is the game for you. If you're not into that, if you just want to wait till it comes out, and I understand it's a risk, I get it. The buying of this early is a risk. Who knows? The company could flop, and you could have spent $20-30 for nothing. But if you're willing to do that, which honestly I don't think this game's going to be a flop. If anything, if you look on YouTube and look everywhere else, this game's starting to become really popular. So overall, I would say if you're into the sim racing, please get it. Please get it, because I've been having an absolute blast with it. And especially, look at some of the mods. Holy hell, the mods are fantastic for this game. And honestly, I'm not even worried about the graphics, because I've already looked at some of the forums and people are working on graphics mods. And those look to be pretty damn good. I'm not saying it's going to be Project Cars good, but if this game looks like even as good as GTA 5 level, and actually better, because this is probably maybe a slight step down from GTA 5, it will be a really fantastic game. And I really hope this game comes out soon. But alright, yet again, let me know your comments in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Give it a like, give it a sub, share, whichever you want to do. And obviously, I shall catch you next time.